Okay, so let's start with the webinar. So my introduction is I'm pursuing my final year in B Computer Science from SBJN Institute, and currently I'm doing internship in S2P. I have very much experience in Bootstrap and Angular, and I'm working since past 1 year with these two technologies. Okay, so the talk for today's webinar is how to design a beautiful card using Bootstrap. Oh, so so let's start the webinar. Okay, so I request everyone to view the screen in full screen mode so that it will be very visible and clearly explained to you all. Okay, so so in this universe, okay, you design any kind with the help of any technology. You design something new thing. Within that thing, you have user interface, and then you have a functioning part. Then you have server part. You have database part. So what are the few things you needed to to develop? Uh, Today we are we are today we are discussing about the UI interface. Within the UI interface, we are going to develop a card, which is most important part of an basic fundamental of UI. So, in today's scenario, I have observed that many students and many colleagues, they are not they are not familiar with designing part. They used to ignore the designing part and switch to functionality part. You might be observing that you use WhatsApp, Facebook, Instagram, and number of applications, whether it might be web applications or it might be a mobile application. So you might be observing that many developers used to design such a such a kind of UI so that it should be look attractive. It should have beautiful designs, and it should have many other properties like animations. Then another flow of designs. So, so instead of focusing in functionality part, go with also designing part so that it would be very well in view to user and catch catch them in a application. So the content of that this webinars are first we'll discuss about the box model. What is mean by box model? This is the very basic to understand. Okay, then we'll discuss why Bootstrap, why we are using Bootstrap, then why Bootstrap uses the grid system view to have responsiveness, and later we will design a card. Okay, so friends, if anyone is having any query about something, so please try to comment so that it would be helpful for me and you to understand the things very clearly and very easily. Okay, so this is the box model of UI. Okay, so I'm giving the example. With that example, you will get the explanation of this box model. So I'm sharing a whiteboard to you all. Is this whiteboard visible to you? Let me know. Okay, so let's take an example. Okay, suppose you have designed a fencing around your house. Okay, and uh, and your house is being located in this middle of a fencing. Okay, so this is the fencing and this is your house. Okay, so distance between this fencing and this house is known as padding. Sorry, I'm not at good in writing and design. So let's take. And this fencing is known as border. Okay, and and you have observed that besides above this fencing you have you leave certain space to design this fencing. This certain space is known as margin. Okay, this is a basic example of a content you designing in your web page. Okay, so this is your content. Okay, this is your content. You have set certain width and height of that content, and later you have given some padding. Padding means of certain value. So this is my border and this is my content. So this spacing between this border and this content is known as padding, and the spacing between this margin, spacing with this uh, area between border and this area is known as margin. Okay, so this is the basic concept you should know when you design anything in the UI or in your web page, whether it might be a card, whether it might be any kind of container, whether it be a button, or whether it be a video or a image. So this model is very much needed in every UI, in designing of every UI. Okay, so why now we will see that why we are using this Bootstrap 4. Why this? Why this? Why was this introduction in this world? So we have observed that when you are using CSS, okay, you need to write many lines of code to make it responsive. Also, there are if you are writing some CSS code in your site, so it makes sometimes makes you confusion. This code is for bot, this code is for bot. Okay, so in the era of new technologies, some person in 2010 he designed this framework, which was called as Twin framework, Twitter Blueprint framework in 2010. Later, they jumped to version 1, then version 2, then version 3. You have heard about Bootstrap, Bootstrap 2, Bootstrap 3, then Bootstrap 4 currently running in this platform. It is mainly used to design responsiveness. Responsiveness means that whether the viewport of your page be like desktop view, mobile view, or another view like tablet view, so that the content of that view must be in responsive manner. It should look exactly the same size in different views. Okay, so this is the very basic framework that you can use with any technology. Like you can use a Bootstrap with Angular, Java, plain JavaScript, then Vue.js, then React, and number of frameworks. This is very basic. You can use this Bootstrap framework with the kind of basic knowledge of HTML and CSS, none other than what the Bootstrap contains. Let's say it contains very basic designs like predefined classes of like cards, buttons, then alert box, then tooltip. There are many predefined classes that Bootstrap uses. So, what are the advantages of this Bootstrap 4? So, first advantage is it saves a lots of time. In what sense? So, suppose you're writing, we have not used the Bootstrap. Okay, so you have to write many lines of code in CSS file to make the part of your UI design to look beautiful. Instead of that, if you have predefined classes and you need to write certain lines of code only, so it will save your time in designing and also your time in developing different things like functional part and other development works. So Bootstrap 4 makes saves our time. Second, responsive feature. What is mean by responsive feature? The content you have designed in your web page should look same and have uh, the best view in different ports. Different ports means like desktop, second tablets, third mobile. There might be any large screen also, so that it should look beautiful and it should be represented alignment of that thing is proper. So this gives us responsive view. Third, it is easy to use. How? Why it is easy to use? How is it easy to use? You have basic knowledge of HTML and CSS. With this basic knowledge of HTML and CSS, you can use this Bootstrap framework to design your web pages. Now we come to a fourth point, compatible with browsers. So Bootstrap is all familiar with all types of browser, whether it might be a Chrome, Safari, Firefox, or Edge, or yeah, your previous browser might be Internet Explorer. So it is fully compatible with all types of browser. Might be there might be a chances that certain classes, predefined classes, would not be familiar, but most of the classes are now familiar with this all types of browser. With open source, open source means it's very it can be used from anywhere. It is free, means you can just input in your file, okay, and directly you can use within your project, and it's completely free. They are not charging anything to you, so it's very good for us to use it. There are plenty of other advantages, like uh, it's like you have predefined classes, you have like card, you use it in your file and directly write your code. So there are more advantages also. So basic advantage of this we have discussed. There are top five advantages of Bootstrap 4. Currently the latest version of Bootstrap 4 is 4.4.1. Okay, so now hello. I request everyone to mute yourself, please. So now the grid system on Bootstrap. This is the most important feature of Bootstrap and also for the responsiveness. If you want to design any web page which should look responsive or in all viewport, so you must need to understand this grid system of Bootstrap, or whether it might be any other framework. Every framework has a different grid systems. Okay, so you need to first understand this grid system. Okay, so grid system starts with there are five to six different kinds of reports, like mobile portrait mode, mobile landscape mode, tablet mode, then laptop modes, and laptops and desktop modes. Okay, so the size of this viewports depends on this pixel length. So the mobile viewport has should be very less than 576 pixels. Mean the width of that viewport is less than 576 pixels. Then the viewport of mobile landscape should be uh, should be greater than 576 and less than 576. It can be contained 576, 575.98 also. And then the medium size of tablet is less than 768 and equals to 768. Fourth, the large screen mode, laptops. You are viewing your webinar, so the web of your from your laptop. The screen size of your laptop is 960 960 px, and if you are having a desktop, okay, whose screen size is more than your laptop size, so that might be a very large screen, which would be of 1200 pixel. Okay, so Bootstrap has designed this grid system and divided this grid system in different parts. Okay, so these parts are like they have divided this system in different columns. Let me explain that columns. Uh, of this all. So how this grid system is viewed in Bootstrap? You have total 12 columns in in grid system. So one, two, three, four, seven, This is 12. So you have 12 columns. Okay. In all viewport, in the all viewport, irrespective of desktop, tablet, mobile. Okay. You all the viewport have 12 columns. Okay. These 12 columns are equally divided. Okay. So if you want to design certain container within your mobile view, so you have to use call dash sm for it. What does this sm indicates? This indicates for small view devices. Small view devices means mobile phones, whether it might be a landscape mode or whether it might be a portrait mode. Okay. if if you are using for medium devices means tablets, so you need to use call dash md for it. So what does it indicate? That you are using this md for your medium devices as well as for your large device. Okay. So this is for md. And for if you want to design for large screen like desktop and tablets, you might be using lg for it. So this indicates that this column will be only viewable in large screen, not in small screen. So if you have taken something that say two columns, so you are filling these two columns of 12 columns. You are using these two columns only of large view, and these two columns is equally means these two columns only be used rather than leaving this another 10 columns. So this is the basic grid system of Bootstrap. Okay. So now we are going to design this card. Isn't it looking so beautiful to you all? Okay, so I would like to explain this basic card, how we will design, how this is going to be a beautiful UI of a card. Okay, so the are you able to see this card? Please let me know. Okay, so the card in if you are using the Bootstrap card. Okay, so the card contains three things. First of all, the header part of a card. This is the header part of a card. This is the body of a card, and there is a footer of a card below this. So here we have not used any footer. We have used two elements of card. First is card header, and second is a card body. So the card header contains an image, but a size of 180 px, and and we are having a border. It's not visible, I think. And we are having a card border of 5% of radius 5%. Okay. Third, we have set an image, this circular image within this card body. The border of an image is 50%. Why? Because if you are viewing your card, if you are designing container of in rectangle mode, now you want that container should look in circular mode. So you need to set an border radius of that container so that it should be like it should be designed in circular mode and oval mode or something else. Okay, so we have taken 50% radius of this card, that this image, and have set width and height of 150 px. Fourth, we have designed these three buttons within this. These buttons are also circular in shape with equal width and height of 36 px, and we have given this margin of 10 px. This margin means that this div container spacing between this div container, this image, and this title is of 10 px. Okay. Fifth, we have designed a title, this title which with font size of 2.2 em. Why I have used em value? Em is used is a dynamic value which would be which make your font responsive in all the view modes. So you need, if you are writing, if we are using px, so it would be take the pixel value of that viewport. Okay, if you want to make the content of your viewport responsive, you might use em extension for it. Okay, then I have given some font weight value and some color to it. Six comes at subtitle of a body tag. So the subtitle contains padding value. Padding value means distance between my border and my content. So I've given some padding value with a font size of 1.2 em and a color of 100 orange, and another property of CSS like text in place. It should look, I have given the font style to it. Okay. So now we would like to code and design this beautiful card. So let me make a view to it. Okay. So the basic fundamental, if you're writing a code, okay, for any kind of your bootstrap, so what we will need to do is that first we need to create a container of div, and we will assign a class to it, name as container fluid. Why container fluid? There are two types of containers in Bootstrap: a container, a simple container, and a container fluid. Why I am using a container fluid? Container fluid contains takes 100% width of a viewport. Like if your viewport size is small, so the view, it will take whole 100% of that small device. If you are taking simple container, the container will not use 100% width of your viewport. So to make responsive the container, you should use container fluid. Within that container fluid, you need to wrap your row. What does this row indicate? Row indicates that you are you are horizontally grouping the columns within that row. So row indicate this. Then within that row, you should create a call, okay, of any size. Okay, this is a basic rule to design any responsive container. Okay, so this is, you should remember while designing any type of a component in your web page. Okay, so our today's component is card. Okay, so we will create a card, and within this within this column, so I have used create a div, and assign a class name for card. Okay, and I will create a simple card. Okay, the card with card header, and have a content is card. Okay, next I'm going to create card body. The class body. Card body must contain something like okay, this is my card body. Okay, and I will create the card. That card I will see. So I've created a simple card. You can see that I have not used any CSS here. I've used predefined classes of Bootstrap and created a card. Okay. So in this card, you need only header part and your body part. Okay. So I will say that I don't need any footer part, so I will rub it, and this just have a look here that I have a card header and a card body. So in in this design, I say that I need to create a card header. Within that card header, I must have an image. Okay, so I will say that I don't need any of this content within this card. Okay, so within this card header, so the card header is empty now. Now I say that please please import an image. So now I will jump to my SCSS class. SCSS is one of the type of CSS. The difference between CSS and CSS is like you can design write CSS properties in nested form. Okay, so first I will say that take a class. Okay, within this card, I will say that give me first a border radius of 5%. Okay, then I will say that I want an image in my card header. I will use this card and say please give me a background image of this URL property. Like, okay, then I will say that use this image within this card. Okay, you can see that image is appeared within this card header, but it's not looking as this much. So we'll say that set a height of 180 px. We have set an height of 180 px and we have set the card header with an image. Okay, so one basic you need to also add a property like background. Um, background size. Why background size? So that the image that you are using should be covered within that card header. Within that card header, this border. If you are not using this property, background size property, you can see the difference that this image is in zoom mode. Okay, so if you want that this image should contain fully covered that card, so you need to use a background cover. Okay, now what I need to do is that I need to create different tags within this card body. So I will go again in HTML file. I will say that I don't want this. Okay, and I will say that to create an info. Okay, so I will say that create a div container. Okay, within this div container, I will say I want to create another div. Okay, within that div, I will say label tag. Okay, within this label tag, I will write pony div. So, so here comes the title of a web page. Okay, and now another thing I want the subtitle of this. So I will say that please use label tag within this, and I will write something like I live my life the way I want. So you have written a subtag. Now you can assign different classes to it. Like I want that my card body, the contents of my card body to be at center. So I will use this. I will implement this class within this CSS and say that please please place my content in center of your card. Okay, now you have placed the content of your center of your card. Now, okay, now what you want that this card title should be in different color form. So I will say that please create a class like title and also use this class parent as info so that this class is parent for these two things. Okay, so I will say that info. Okay, Within that info, I will say that create a title class and assign some color to it. Okay. So this is color. I will say color value to 1F 2B41. So you can see that the color of an image, text is appeared in this color. I say that I want to assign some font size to it. So I used 2.2 em. Okay, so that it should appear something bigger in size and look good. Okay, now if you want that my font should have some font weight value, I will say that make it bold, right? It should look bold. Okay. Now you can see that this card has predefined classes, like it has used automatically padding to it. You don't need to write CSS property of padding within this card body. So advantage. Second, this label has used margin bottom of 8px. So you don't need to use again this CSS property. Third, this also the title of your card also have margin of 8px, so you don't need to set it. This div title I have written here. You can see a title. This info. This info is you can see info parent. Okay. This div container, div title. Within this div title, I have used this different div titles. Div is an arrangement of item in vertical manner. Okay. So the div you are using it gives you more advantage rather than writing that rather writing without a div, so that you can arrange your items in vertical manner, one after the other, one below the other. Okay, so that's why I've used div to use. Second, and now I need that this subtitle should contain a class. I want to design it like have a color. I would should give a font size value. So I say that it should be have a title. Okay, a title class, subtitle class. I will say that in CSS that please create a subtitle clearly of class. Names are given some color, color of color of orange. Okay, so the college color appears. Now I say that I want some size font size of 1.2 em. Okay, then I say that please give me some padding so that it should look cool to us. So I have given some padding value like 10px. So you can see that before, if you have not given this padding to this subtitles, you don't take padding. Okay, if you are giving some padding, it looks cool. You can see it's cool. Okay, so I've given some padding. Now I want that my image should appear here in the center like this. So I will go in HTML. Okay, I will say that about this container, this, this whole container, this info container, I want that my image should be appeared here. So I will say, I will go in add body, I will say create a container. Within that container, I will say that assign a avatar class. Okay, within that avatar class, I will use an image tag. With an image tag, I will use property value that SRC to take the import the image from my asset folder. That image name is .png. Okay, so you can see that this image has taken the whole width and height of that original image within this card. Okay, so if you want to set this the property value of this image, the width and height, so you should go to CSS file and say that I want to create an avatar class. Within that avatar class, I will sorry, I will say that please placed my image above my card body with certain value. So I will say that please write this position relative. What this position relative indicates? It indicates you are keeping a relative distance between the parent and your content. Okay. So if I say that position relative and I want my image above my card body with a certain value. So I say that minus 80 px. Okay. So this will place your image okay above your card content means of 80 px above your 80 px. So you can see that this image has appeared above your card body at a height at a distance of minus 80 px. Minus indicates that you are going in negative direction. Okay. Now I want that my image, this avatar image should have certain properties. So I say that please use this avatar class with an image, okay, of 150 px, okay, sorry, 150 px, okay. The width has been set, okay, looking very cool. I will see that please also write 150 px of height. Okay, we have set the image with a height and width. I want that my image should have should look in circular manner. So what I will do, I will say that use this border of radius 50%. What this 50% will do? It will take design this image in circular manner. You can see that my image has appeared in this circular manner. Okay. Now I want that my image should look something different. Like the image should have certain border of something, some value of solid. Then it should have a shadow within that image. So what I will do, I will use again a property name border. Okay, of a border of 5 px, and I want that it should have a solid border and color of it should be 1f. Okay, this one that you can see here that I have given some certain border to it, and it's also appear in circular manner. Now I want that this image should have certain shadow to it. Okay, if you want to give uh, shadow to it, you need to do is that you use box shadow, box shadow property. I will say that give me with horizontal. I want to don't place this box in horizontal offset, also not in a vertical offset. I will give that I want that the radius of this should be 8 px and a color of hash 1f. So you can see I have given certain value to border. It's not appearing, so you can say I want that should be 10 px. Okay, it's appeared. Now I say that it should spread certain distance. So I say it should spread certain distance. You can see that the border has been spreaded. Okay, what this four value indicates? First value indicates the horizontal set, horizontal offset. Horizontal offset means like you are placing the shadow in this horizontal direction. Like take an example that I have placed this shadow in giving the value of 10 px. So this shadow will appear in leaving horizontal size and appear in this box shadow here. So I don't need, I need that should be in middle of a border. So this have designed. Now you can see we have covered all those things. Remaining is buttons. Okay. So I will say that create button above my this info and below my this image. So I will say create a div container. Okay, within this container, I will say I want to use social media class. Okay, it's not predefined. I am creating a class. Okay, I want that. Please create a button for me. I use button class for it. Okay, and have btn dash primary. Okay, and then I will say that I want to use a icon button icon. I will say use, and here I am using font awesome icon. Okay, so I will say that use font awesome icon of main screen. Okay, okay. Now you can see that my button has been appeared here. Okay, I want that this button should be of have outline of blue color. So I will say that give me an outline of button. Okay, so this has button appear in outline view outline mode. Primary indicates that it's predefined classes. Okay, so primary indicates view in Bootstrap. Okay, I want next to button, so I will copy this content and paste it here. Okay, we'll say that I want Google icon and Facebook icon. I will say that give me a Google icon, or I will give me a Facebook. So here you are having three different icons: LinkedIn, Google, and Facebook. I wanted this icon, middle icon should appear in red in color. So I will say that give me a danger class. So danger indicates red in Bootstrap. Okay, there are three more different types of classes like success indicates green in color, and secondary indicates gray, and last is dark. Dark indicates black. Okay. Now I want that this buttons should appear in circular manner. So I will say that please create uh, circular button class. Use here. Okay, and also okay. I will go in CSS within this start body. I will see that is create button. First, I want that my button to instead of this within this class, I will wrap my button class. Okay, within this button, I will say that give me a border so that it should appear in circular mode. Okay. So this button has come in circular mode. Okay, and I want certain margin within this within this group of buttons, like spacing within this button. So I will say that I will use margin property of 10 px to give spacing within this button. We can see that my button has given certain space within this. You can observe that this has taken margin time of padding 6 px by 12 px. Okay, so many things we have covered. Now I want that this button should appear a certain distance above. Means there might be only few spacing with this image and this button. So I will go within this CSS. I will say that I should place my avatar image with a margin of bottom, with a margin of bottom of minus 70 px value. You can see that these buttons have appeared certain move certain distance above. Why? Because we have used this class property margin bottom of for this avatar image minus 7 so that it has minimized the margin of this diff container. Okay. Uh, Now what things are left? Okay. Now you can see that this card is using my whole width of my view page. Okay. So I don't want this. I want that my this card should appear in the center of a page. Okay. What I will do, I will go in HTML and I will say that use LG of 4 and call MB of 6 and call SM of 12. Sorry. You can see that this card has now taken 4 columns of 12th column of this desktop view. Also, you can view in this tablet mode. Okay, this is also tablet mode. This card has taken MD6 of 12 column of this medium size code. And if you want to see in response this small devices, you can see that it has taken all the columns of this small devices. So it's looking too awesome and responsive. Now I want that this card, this sorry, this card to appear in this center of a row. So what I will say that in row property, I will say that please take justify predefined class like justify center. What this will do that this card now will appear in this center within this row. Okay. Now I want that this card should appear in the center of a container. What does it mean? That this card should be at center means this card should be at place here. So what I will say that please take align item center and set a property height of a row to 100. So what does this indicates? This indicates that you are placing this contained to item center. Item center indicates that you are placing this card in center. Sorry, sorry. Line. Cool. Okay. Got it the mistake. I will say that please use card class and create class here. My card of it. So what does this means? I have used create a class my card. Okay. Why I have used this size height of this? I have used why because I want that this container should take the height of whole viewport means 100 VH. 100 VH indicates that whether it might be any kind of viewport, you will take the whole height of a viewport, this whole height. And I want that my this contain this card should be at justified center. Justified center indicates that you are placing the card within center of a row, and aligned center indicates that you are placing the content in center of a column. Okay, you can see I placed the content in the center of a column. Now, what I want that my card should have certain shadow. Okay, so if I want to give a card shadow, I will say that option So x and the box shadow of 0 px, again 0 px, value of 10 px, and spread of 2 px, and color might be. So now you can see that my card has certain border and also shadow. Hello everyone, are you within this seminar or not? Please let me know. You can unmute yourself now, please. Hello, hello.
So they're replying in the chat only. That's fine. You continue.
Okay, sir, no problem.
Yeah.
So you can see that I have given a shadow within this card, and also you can see that my image is not uptaking. It's not seeing that this image has not given a border radius. Okay. So for that, what you will need to do, you will go in CSS, and I want this that my image should be in within this container. Okay. So what I need to do is that I will use overflow property. Right. So what this overflow property did, overflow hidden, what it did that the content within this card, the content within this card have utilized the whole width of of that content. It's not spreading if you have not used like hidden value. Okay, certain you have used visible. Okay, so what does visible do? It will visible the things, but it will not contain the actual size of that card. So for that you need to use overflow hidden property. So you can see that my card is looking very awesome, responsive and creative. Any questions regarding this card? Please let me know if you want something else. Hello?
Yeah, they would have questions once they would try. So you can continue as of now.
Okay. So at last, now I want that when I am hovering this card, okay, I am hovering this card, I want that it should scale certain distance. It should be zoomed out, but it should appear something big. So what I will do, I will go again in CSS, I will say that please, please take card and give yeah, for property, and I will say that transform and scale of 1.1 well. So you can see here that the card has been scaled certain distance. Looking cool, but you can see that transform this scaling property we have assigned to this card is used is the speed of the scaling is very high. See, so you can control this scaling of a card with property value like transition. Okay, with transition in all direction and of 1.3 seconds, and also easy property. Okay, so you can see that it takes have taken certain seconds to scale. Looking good and awesome. So one thing is that if you are viewing this card in your mobile phone, okay, you cannot horror in your mobile phone. Okay, if you want to horror this image, if this card, sorry, so you need to click here, and if you double click here, it will zoom. So this is the wrong way to hover your or scale your card. So what you will need to do is that you will go in CSS and say and wrap this thing inside a media property. What this media property does, it takes this screen size of your card that I want that this property should appear only within this screen. I will say media only screen and which has a minimum width of 768 px. The minimum this size indicates that I want this image minimum width means that the viewport of this width, the viewport width should be of minimum 768 pixel means 768 pixel indicates that you are using medium viewport size. Okay, so I want that this viewport size should be used. Okay, so you can see that in large viewport my card is being scaled, and if you want to check in medium size port, you can say, sorry, okay, you can say that it's been horror. Okay, in small device it's been not horror. Okay, so we have completed our first card. Okay, with a beautiful design. Okay, we've set all the properties like card header with an image, border of an image, circular with width and side, a circular button with margin and with width and side and circular uh, property. We have given certain padding to a card body. Then we have given certain values and properties to this card title, and last we have created a subtitle below this title, and we have assigned certain properties. So looking too awesome and looking cool. Okay. So next card is this card. Okay. This you can see that this card is similar to your Insta page. Okay. You have post something in Insta page and it looks similar to this. Exactly not similar, but it's looking 95% similar. Okay. Now, if you want to design such kind of cards, so you need to use your responsive behavior within your HTML and CSS. So, we have extended our time. So I think I have coded for you some part. I will explain it so that it would be familiar to you. Okay. So this is a card I've designed previously for you. Okay. So I will explain the code to you and likewise we will run. So I've created a container fluid. Okay. With the container fluid, I've wrapped up a row. Within that row, I've said that I must have a column of LG4 and it should take MD6 and SM12 so that it should appear in different viewports responsibly. Then I have wrapped a card. Okay, within that card, I have set a card header. A card header. With the card header, I have set two different containers. One container is image, this image. Second is the subtitles, and last is this button. Can say that this button is Eclipse 3 dot button. So first, if I want to set an image here, okay, I will say that I will create an image class property with an image class property. I will say that import this image. Okay, so I will go in CSS of this thing. Okay, I will say that please use this class card header. I want that my card header should have white color. If you are not using this white color property, so you can see that color of a card appears grayish, certain grayish. So you can see that I want this background color of this header should be white. Second, it should have certain padding. If you are not giving padding, let's see what happens. You can see that certain distance it has been moved. Okay, so see that give me 12 pixel of padding. Okay, see let's move certain distance in both the directions, in all four directions. Sorry. Now I say that my image should have a overflow property so that it should take the content within that, it should be created within that content. And I used avatar as a class. I will say that give me a tick. See, now the image is looking in square manner and the content, this different contents of the card, this card header is being below, coming below this image. So if you want that this image and this content should be equally aligned within that row, so what you need to do is that use this display inline property and vertical align property. What this will do that it should align that content within this with this image. Okay, so you need to use this property as well as we will see that I want that my image should appear in this circular manner. Then we have say that my image should appear in 50% radius. Then next, I want that there might be certain spacing within this contain and this image. I will say that give me margin right of 16 px so that it will take give certain spacing within this image and this content. Now I want that my image should have certain width and height. I will set this height of 100% and width of 100% and second height as auto. Okay. Now I want that my content this items. This is your items. Okay. I want this items should appear in one below the other. So what I did that I created a div container. I created a class item. Within this container, I have taken two tags x2 and x1. X1 tag contains bootstrap, and this second tag contains x3 tag. So how this thing appeared one below the other again? Why? What's the question? Why? So I will go again in CSS. I will say that please place my item within this middle of a vertical margin besides this image. Second, I will say that my text should appear in font size of 12 px. See, I've given certain values, certain class like text medium, text bold, it should appear in bold, and text secondary I've implemented class text neat, text normal, text small. Okay, in this CSS. So I see that this text normal should utilize font weight of normal. Okay, then text bold should use font weight of bold so that it should appear in bold. Third, I use secondary property. Secondary indicates I use for this sub content of that item like Nagpur so that it should appear in gray. I've given this Nagpur font size as 12 px so that it should appear in certain pixel value. At last, I've given this this title bootstrap of size of 14 px. Okay, now we come to the next part, this button. So how this button came to right hand side of your header? How? Why? So going to this bottom, I've created bottom icon class here. I've assigned this port property by. If you have not assigned this port property by, what this icon will do, it will come here below this tag. So if you want that this button should appear in this right hand direction, so what I will do, I will assign a property called float and value as right so that it should appear in this right direction, and also vertical line property so that it should be in a single row within this header. If it's not, then it should be appearing certain distance above. Okay. So now I've completed my card header. Now I want that below this card header, I want an image. So I have placed an image within this container and I have used predefined class called card image top. What does this card image top do? You can see that this image has taken whole original width of an image with a width size of a card. So I don't want this. Okay. So what I will use, I have predefined property of a card, that is card image top. What does this card image top do? It will take have a certain width value and a certain height value of an of a card. Okay. It gives a responsive viewiness. See, you can see that this card is appearing in all viewports, then responsive. Whether it might be a small view device or whether it might be a medium sized device. Okay, so I've placed an image. Now I want that my card body should have certain different tags. Like I want to create heart button, message button, that share button, and like bookmark button. That I want that this thing should be come below this and so on. So I've created a card body. Okay, use class card body predefined class. Within that class, I've used created another div tag. Why different div tags? That this div tag comes one below the other. That's why I've created an icon class. Okay, within this icon class I have used three images. See, first image, this is an SVG image. Okay, I've used an SVG image of art, then this message, then this arrow, and at last bookmark. Now we will go in CSS and we'll see that I've used an image tag, okay, icon of width 2px. You can see that this image is taking, sorry, this image is taking size of 28px and a margin of 16px. Margin is, this indicates, this 16px margin indicates that I want margin at 16px, margin right of 16px. Okay. Now I want that this button should appear in this right column. So what I did is that I go in HTML, I say that I want this class, this image should appear in this right hand direction. So I have predefined class in Bootstrap. Just I need to import it in this class float Bootstrap. It indicates that it will be at right hand direction. Now, certain other properties like margin, and I've said that it has given 16, margin 16 at the right side. Okay, so my first row of this card has been created. Now I will say that below this I want this again a container of a row that indicates likes. So I've created a div container. Within this container, I've wrapped text. Within this step, I have given set that it should appear in H3 height, and I have written 35,000 likes. Okay, I have used text secondary, text normal, and text small. Why? See, what indicates text secondary in grayish manner, and text small it should appear in this 12px size and with a bottom border of 0.2 em. If I am not giving some border, say, you will observe that this card will take value certain distance, but I don't want that distance. Let's taken a margin of 8px. Okay, I don't want that. I want certain another value. So it has taken the margin of 2.4px. It has been reduced. Okay. Now another is I want that below this likes. I want that my Insta name should appear and the content I want to post it should appear, and below that content I want that my sub content should be like hashtags वगैरह. Okay, so I've created another div tag below that like div tag and said that I want to use content predefined class with a margin t of 2. This indicates that you are giving margin of top of 2. 2 indicates that your distance is being utilized when certain pixel value has been utilized. So within this contain, I've used some label tag. Within this label tag, I've said that I want bootstrap with a medium and bold. Text bold, I've used text as a bold as bold, and text medium as of size 16px and a margin bottom of 0.2 em. Okay. Now I created use bootstrap card later I want that this should appear in right below. So I have used this label property so that it should appear in this one single row. Okay. Now I want that this hashtag should appear in this below this row. So what I did I used break the line tag. This will break the line and make your content below the parent content. So I've said that use hashtag class. I've created hashtag class. Use text normal and text medium so that it should have certain properties where you like medium should have font size and bottom margin bottom and hashtag so that it should have a color property. See, I've given certain color value. Okay, so these are two different kind of cards. You can design beautifully with the help of Bootstrap, and you can use your Bootstrap. So, any queries you can ask. So, this was my motto, so that you can design two beautiful cards using Bootstrap and make it responsive.
Okay. Excellent job, Joy. Right.
Thank you, sir.
So, guys, Joy, can you share the feedback form with these guys? Just send the link in the chat window so that they would be able to. And guys, please give us an honest feedback. Right, it would always help us to improve ourselves.